My name is Hazem El Zayat. I am the Chief Experience Officer for Ogilvy in the MENA region. That basically means I take care of what we call Ogilvy One. That's our customer experience, CRM, marketing consulting, data capabilities, basically.
Amazing. And what brings you to Web Summit?
So among a lot of things, networking, obviously on one hand, seeing some innovation from some fantastic companies and lots of startups. One of our partners, QRDI, the Qatar Research Development and Innovation Council, is out here. Had an opportunity to do a bit of a speaking slot yesterday, again, talking about data, personalization, lots of things around MarTech, and just really sort of enjoying Doha as well.
And tell us a little bit about kind of what's driving kind of experience. What are the real trends and innovations going on right now?
I think the biggest question is a combination of data and AI probably these days. So everybody's sort of getting excited about AI. Obviously, ChatGPT has, I guess, democratized AI in so many different ways. I think people are still sort of halfway between scared and experimenting, perhaps, but it's obviously going to change the world. It's going to have a lot of impact. The biggest question, obviously, is it going to take my job over or not? All that sort of stuff. I think the opportunities are endless when you combine both AI and data together. This whole notion of personalization, predictive analytics, being able to analyze people's behavior and generate something on the back of it, whether it's content or an experience or whatever it may be that is practically generated on the fly, again with the help of AI, becomes endless really. So that's really where we're seeing a lot of the trend and the conversation going these days.
And someone who has a MENA role, tell us a little bit about kind of the MENA region when it comes to experience. What sort of are you seeing kind of that's particularly unique about this region?
This region is very interesting and very dynamic and diverse, really, compared to what people might think. So a Saudi is not a Qatar, and a Qatar is not a UAE, and all that sort of stuff. There's a ton of innovation, again, coming out of the region. There's some really cutting-edge brands that are leading the charge. You've got Qatar Airways, you've got QNB, you've got Emirates, you've got Riyadh Air in Saudi that everybody's looking at. So there's so much happening in the region that's certainly going to drive change, drive innovation, drive transformation, and so on. I think one of the key things around the region is watching the region is how the region has really sort of speared on from a maturity perspective. I believe is probably the right wording. So 10 years ago it was a lot more generic, let's call it that stuff. We've got to have a web presence, so we're sort of ticking the box and stuff. Today you're looking at proper enterprise level integrations, data utilization, again things around marketing automation, AI usage and sort of groundbreaking through with a lot of innovation and stuff. So it's really exciting being here at this time of the world, really.
And as you've been walking around and engaging with colleagues and attending kind of presentations, seminars, etc., what for you have been kind of the real takeaways from Web Summit this year?
I'd have to go back on the whole AI sphere again one more time. Again, it's anywhere between scary and exciting, I guess is really the right words. Everybody's talking about it. Every single booth you stop by, someone's used the word AI. If you start counting, you're certainly going to lose count within sort of half an hour, 45 minutes. Biggest take is, again, so much opportunity in the region. Wonderful opportunity for local brands. You've got people like Snuno over there doing some really fantastic stuff, and again, working with many of our own partners as well. I've seen so many of them around here, working with people like the Snunos of the world, the Qatar Airways of the world, and so on. Tons of opportunity, just tons and tons of opportunity in this region.
Really getting a sense of sort of as you said, the maturity, sort of moving from being kind of follower to fast follower to now to leader.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, 100%. I mean, again, eyes are on the region. This region has historically been one of those, oil-driven economies and what have you. So that's where the attention is going. Today, I think that's changing. You've got tourism, you've got sports, you've got events, you've got technology and innovation. You've got, again, brands leading the charge in certain industries, again, like the airline industry and so on. So I think the sort of the highlight on the region has really shifted significantly, which I think is really important. If you look at all the, Vision 2030 in Saudi, Vision 2030 in Dubai or the UAE and so on, everybody's sort of talking about shifting away from being oil-based economies, and that's certainly a testament to all of this because of all the innovation and what's happening in the regions.
Final question around talent. Someone like you who's come into the region, who's embraced it, immersed themselves in it. Tell us a little bit about kind of your reflections and perspectives on talent in the region.
Massive transformation, probably again is the right wording. Historically, the region was much more dependent on foreign talent, basically, and expat talent coming in. Today, you've got some fantastic local talent, again, in Qatar, in Saudi, in the UAE. It's almost a blessing in some sorts that those governments are putting in those programs to make sure that companies and businesses are actually hiring local talent, because there is really some incredible talent in the region. So it's certainly massive maturity in that abilities as well.
Hazem, thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it.